What up, my man in society? It is your host with the most, Shadow Look, back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and are subscribed to the channel. That is how you help my channel get into the algorithm. I highly appreciate if you go ahead and do that. Now, I was asked a question by one of my subscribers, right, Mr. Pasadena, and it reminded me about another conversation I was having with a while back ago with another individual. As a matter of fact, that just reminded me, right? Now, you said, what are my thoughts about people who say that it's okay to lie, if it's a small lie, like a fib about somebody, making up something about somebody, an individual, right? Um, because of the conversation I was having with the other subscriber, he was saying that why do I make a big deal about liars that everybody lies, and not only does everybody lie, but that so just because somebody lies makes them like a sociopath or a narcissist or anything like that. And that's not what I'm saying at all. Um, you know, as a matter of fact, when I was discussing this to the individual, right, and I was talking about um, well, I'm not saying that people lie because they're trying to bring somebody down or because they're evil or bad people, right? But there's different categories to this, right? Depending on the context of why they're lying for it, right? What exactly are they lying about, and for what reason are they lying, right? Are they lying because they want to bring down this person, or they hate this individual, or are they lying because they don't want to hurt this person's feelings? That's the two differences, right? This person's lying because he wants to make himself look good, or to fool people, or scam, or whatever, anything that has to do, with himself, right? To benefit anything, from it, it is bad intentions. Those are bad intentions, right? Because you're looking to fool, right? While the other is doing it because they don't want to hurt the person's feelings, because they care about this individual and they just don't want to hurt their feelings, right? So there's two differences of why people tell lies, right? So it's on how, why they're doing it, right? Is what people have to base their analysis on, right? Um, all those factors play a role. People just can't say no, lying's lying and whatever. Like, no, people say that because they want to justify their explanation or their examples or their views, right? But in all true reality, you have to look at the context of everything, because it speaks, you know, differences, and it makes differences, bro. You know what I mean? Um, let's not be ignorant, right? Um, so I am aware that people lie, right, and not everyone's lying it for the wrong reasons or whatever, right? But when we're talking about compulsive liars, right, people who manipulate, and lie all the time, even about the most smallest things, right, because this illusion that they create for themselves just expands and gets bigger and bigger. So the lies become more repetitive. They more frequently, more exaggerated. Um, it's it should be alarming. You know what I mean? Um, they're not comfortable with the reality. They're not comfortable with how the world really is and how the world really goes, or how their life is playing out. That's the reason why they choose to lie and facade and all of that, right? Because they're not comfortable with the reality of things, um, right? Or maybe where they ended up or how they ended up, right? Um, and some are looking just to bring down people, right? They you know to destroy their lives, and those are the most despicable type of people, right? That there is, and there's a lot of them, especially here on the internet. um, right? So lying is never good, right? Even if, how can I say, when people say they don't want to hurt their friends' feelings, right? So they choose to lie. I'm very straightforward, right? With me, if you ask me a question, I'm gonna tell you directly for what it is. But now there's a difference, right? Because I know how there's people that say, "Oh, people just can't handle the truth," and I'm just straightforward. But the thing is that although you may be straightforward, you're being disrespectful. There's a difference from speaking the truth, right, and being honest, to coming and being disrespectful, right? Like, you know what? The girl asks, how does she look at the dress? I don't really like the dress. I don't like the colors or whatever. You're being honest, right? And you're just speaking your opinion, compared to like, man, that fucking dress makes you look fat, bitch. Man, take that shit off, man. That shit fucking makes you look nasty and oh yeah, why? I don't know why she's getting mad, homie. I'm just being honest. Like, see, there's a difference, right? You're being disrespectful. You're an adult. There's proper ways of communicating, right? And letting someone know your disapproval, right? But you coming like this is because you're looking to antagonize the situation. You're looking to hurt this person's feelings. That's the only reason for that type of language, or even expressing yourself in that manner, right? Is because you're looking to put down somebody. You're looking to hurt that person's feelings, right? Compared to you were expressing your true opinion on things, right? You can't mix the two and try to justify it, bro. That's not how it works. So there's a difference from being disrespectful and being honest, right? As an adult, you have to learn how to talk and communicate with others, right? People think that they're just being straightforward, or they're just being honest. People just can't handle the truth. No, that's not what it is at all. People are bothered with what you're saying because of how you're saying it, because you're being disrespectful, because you're looking to hurt people's feelings, bro. You're not looking to be honest. Now let's be honest and keep it 100, right? That's the only reason why you're doing it. Now you're lying to yourself for the reasons of why you're doing it, right? Because a lie is always two lies, right? The lie that you tell, and the lie that you tell yourself to justify for the lie that you're speaking, right? Not only that, with being honest, you don't ever have to remember the lie. You don't have to worry about, because see, like I had said, you don't want to hurt your friend's feelings, right? So you choose to lie to them, right? But now, once the friend finds out the truth, they are gonna be the problem's gonna be bigger than what it would have been if you would have just been honest from the gate. You know what I mean? Yeah, they might be upset, but at least they'll appreciate in the long run that you were at least honest with them, right? Compared to if they find out you were lying to them, then whatever you tell them from that day moving forward, they're gonna question and not believe you, and have second thought, and it's gonna make the situation a lot worse, right? Because if you would have just been straightforward from the gate, this shit wouldn't transpire the way it did, right? But since you chose to lie, not to make that person feel better, but to make yourself feel better, right? Right? Because you don't want to feel bad about hurting your friend's feelings, right? So this is more about you than it is about them, um, right? Um, you know, sometimes people think that maybe the things that they're doing is because they're caring for others, but in all true reality, it's really all about them, right? They want to look like the good person, or they don't want to feel bad, and but it's a me thing, right? um, and like I've said, right, people will respect honesty at first. Like, there's people out there that like could be upset, but like I said, they'll eventually come and realize, right? And you being an adult, you just got to be patient and understand, because of the world we live in, um, right? But it's never good to lie, right? Because a lie, let me tell you something, you can never benefit. You could benefit off of a lie, right? But it's a ticking time bomb, right? So whatever you achieve based off of that lie, it's borrowed time, bro. It's literally a timer ticking down, bro. And it's only a matter of time before it hits zero and it blows up and brings everything down. And now your credibility, your everything about you will be questioned, right? From that day moving forward, right? Making your situation and what you're going through even worse than when you originated, where you originated started from, right? Um, and it's gonna be very difficult to even, you know, put yourself back together. Um, it's never good to lie about anything. It's better to be, straightforward and be honest. People will respect your honesty. Um, Now, I know that people sometimes lie because they think that certain people will take the news a certain way and stuff like that. But see, this is all stuff that you're creating in your head. These are scenarios that you don't know if that's really how it's gonna go play out. You're just assuming, right? It's your battle with your inner thoughts, right? You know, like I said, when you're telling the truth, you don't have to worry about nothing, worry about anybody exposing, or worrying about remembering, or anything like that, bro. But I'm just saying, these are my opinions. What do you guys think? Leave your opinions in the comments and chat. We out.